Day 50. Folsom Street. Let's talk about Folsom Street. And yeah, we're going to talk about what you think you're talking about, but that's not the entire purpose of this video. And that's also not why Folsom is one of my favorite streets in the entire city of San Francisco. Folsom. Let's just talk about Folsom. Folsom stretches from Bernal Heights, San Francisco, all the way to the Embarcadero, right? It ends in Rincon Hill. I don't think it actually runs. Yeah, Rincon Hill is, I'm pretty sure, where Folsom Street ends. I don't think it actually goes to the water, but it very well might because it's one of those streets that runs. But if you go hiking, like up at Mount Bernal, I think that's what it's called, but the main peak of Bernal Heights, you will notice this line that just stretches with trees. It's absolutely gorgeous, and that's Folsom Street. You can, again, it goes almost all the way downtown. So the thing with that is that Folsom Street actually opted into a shadification project. I don't know if I just made up a word, but basically there was this campaign to provide more shade to certain streets, and Folsom was the only one that opted into it. So that's why it has those really pretty Chinese elms that again stretch almost all the way downtown. For sure, like in the heart, and wherever you are in the Mission District, in the heart of the Mission District, you'll see the trees at Folsom Street. But again, if you go hiking up at certain peaks in San Francisco, it literally looks like a line. I love it, love it, love it, love it. Folsom is such a pretty street. The other thing about Folsom is that it's rather wide. So wider than you would expect most. It is a residential street for a really long ways, actually, like almost entirely residential. No, not really, but like when it gets to Soma, it gets really businessy, but like large parts of it are residential. And the reason why it's wide is that, would you believe me if I told you that Folsom is, I think, the west bank of the Mission Creek. So one of the banks, I'm pretty sure the west side of the Mission Creek, and that's why that street is wide. Then that creek that extended and connected to Mission Bay, where Mission Bay is now. So that's the history of Folsom Street. Now, yes, it's also where that Kink Festival takes place. I want to say, is it September? I've gone a couple times. You just have to have a high tolerance. Everybody goes for different things. Everybody goes for different reasons, but you just have to have a high tolerance. But yeah, Folsom Kink Festival, absolutely a thing. But I hope that I gave you a different glimpse and idea of Folsom. Again, a street that starts Bernal Heights, goes through the Mission, goes through Soma, goes through Rincon Hill, and then ends at the Embarcadero of San Francisco.